Hi there, good to see you. How are you? I don't know what happened, guys. All of a sudden the live just went off and it wouldn't come back on. I had to start a whole new one. How are you doing today? Bravissimo. What happened to it? It just went off and then it wouldn't re-go. That was strange. I thought it was me. No, What you making today? I'm not sure yet. I, started a beaver. Like I did the little frog. Give you guys a sneak peek. See the little beaver tail? I haven't decided what I'm going to do because I wasn't even supposed to be home. I was supposed to be here, but loving life. Good to see you. How are you? Had some other things that we had to take care of, so I was thinking about. I got some real pretty pieces of wood that I found the other day. I was thinking about doing something with some of these. I'm not sure what yet, but my new hobby. Good to see you. How are you? I found some really beautiful agates too down on the train tracks. Of course, now all the trees are filling with leaves now. You probably can't see anything. Need to get another light out here. Just finished cutting the grass. Ugh. Adult stuff. That's some of the agates. That's one of the smaller ones that I found. And this one, I believe this is a piece of wood. The lighting is good? Okay. I thought it might be too dark. This stuff is so pretty. I have to ask the wood expert there. The stuff that you were finding was amazing. What have you been up to, Miner? I think that this one is wood. I'm just not positive. I hold it for 2 hours in my backpack, 100 pounds, and I was limping for 3 days. I bet. I would have been crawling out of there with all of it. Gotcha. I didn't think the wind was going to send it that way. Trying to. Let's see. Beautiful red color.
Tell him about that trip we made up the mountain and barely made it home. We both wanted to pray to God to help us.
Yeah, right?
See that guy walking up there? He's down in the ditch.
No, I didn't.
He's in a black shirt, black pants.
No, I didn't see him. I have petrified wood greed. Yeah. What have you been up to, Miner? You been hitting the claim? Working lots? Ah. Well, maybe you'll get a chance to get out. Got a few of these pieces that I did the other day. I was thinking about doing something with these too. I did some gemstones, practicing on them before I start actually cutting the real gemstones. So I started putting my cuts on it, trying to get that cushioned gemstone look. Due respect for acid soak at 100%, it can burn your hands. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is some, it was a slab of some stuff that my mother-in-law gave me. I think it might be a type of granite. I'm not sure. When you look at it, like if I use my glasses, it looks like a bunch of little crystals. Finally able to mow the lawn sometime today and have to get a couple of packages to the post office. Oh yeah, everybody's mowing the lawn. Oh, but Hideaway, good to see you. How are you? Yep, it's grass cutting time. Oh, I found this little fossil shell I was polishing earlier. Usually if I find them, they're broken. This one was full. Still blessed, and how are you? I am great. I just got your package yesterday. I hadn't even opened it yet because by the time we got home last night, it's like 9 something. I sent you something in your mailbox. Yep, I just got it. Devil's toenail. It looks like one of those, but it doesn't have the little hook on it. But I'm not sure that maybe it's just really small and I can't see it like it used to be there because it looks like one. I've got some bigger ones and you can really tell that's what it is, but that one it's kind of hard. I started polishing it earlier. They're really hard to polish because I didn't want to break it. Got beautiful colors in it. You're going to like it. There's stuff is in there. Oh, there's stuff in there for you to cut. Cool. I can't wait. I literally forgot it was in there just now. Like I said, it was so late by the time we got home. We were so tired. I set it next to my chair on the couch, and that was it. I was out. My husband's doing a side job, leveling a house. It's a lot of work crawling under there and jacking up the house. Welcome to Come Cut Mine, Alabama. Right? And then I've got these little wood ones that I made, and I'm just not sure. Got them polished. It'll show on here. There we go. I've been trying to think of something to do with those. Well, I have a blade and some serum oxide coming. It's supposed to be here next week. Right now, I've just been I haven't really been cutting anything because my blade's pretty shot, unless I'm just like taking just the very end off to be able to see in there. I haven't really tried to cut much. Oh, I did cut a piece of sandstone. It'll cut that, but I'm here in the background rock cooking. Go figure. Who knew? Yeah, I've just been trying to figure out what I want to do. Oh yeah, I started the beaver. I did the frog, and I started this little beaver guy. And I can't, he always looks like a seal. Like I can't get the eyes. I guess I made him too round. Because he got the seal face. I can't quite seem to get it to look more beaver-like. I can't wait. I have a whole bunch of stuff to cut. I always struggle with the eyes as well. Yeah, it's like a hard thing to. And this material is so tricky because it's different hardnesses. So I have quartz, calcite, and the black stuff I think is like a shale, a solidified shale or something like that, or slate, something. So it's soft. And then right where the eyes and the forehead meet, there you see the black area. It's all soft. So is the nose. So I have to be careful. If I hit that black stuff, it'll tear out. And then I'll have a big gap in his forehead. And I didn't know what to do with beaver ears. So I just made little marks, like there's an ear there. I don't know. I've never seen a beaver in real life. I've only seen on TV. I don't remember if their ears were sticking up. Oh, this one. I cut this one because I was thinking it was a piece of wood. Looks like a piece of wood. But then when I cut it open, it's like this. Maybe it's partially solidified wood. I don't see any of those little circles in there like the other pieces. And it doesn't feel completely um, like slick. Like maybe it's only partially solidified. It has that kind of wood sound to it, but some of the other rocks that we have here have that similar sound, so it's hard to tell. Excuse me. Oh, this little fossil too. I'm not sure which one it is. Looks like there might be more than one fossil there. I haven't looked online to see if I could find it yet. Because it kind of looks like a ammonite, like if those were all the little chambers. The circle right there, and then that would have been like the opening where it came out. There's nothing on the other side that really gives me any clues. Maybe for somebody that knew a little bit more about it, they would be able to tell, but not me. This one, let's see if I can find it. I was going to make a video on this one. Let's see if, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. See that area I just wet? I might have it too close. It'll get. It's an agate pocket, and those are all little circles. I thought it was a piece of wood, and then I saw that right there that reminds me of those shells. They're little, kind of like a corkscrew. But yeah, I thought this one was a piece of wood too, but after I put on my goggles here, I was able to see that little agate pocket with that shape, which makes me think it's a fossiliferous chert. Bubble agate. Never heard of that before. I'll have to look it up. I always forget that you used to rockhound. I really don't know my agates. I just know if it's see-through, it's agate. Like if I see textbooked ones online, like a, you know, waterline agate or something like that, I know them. But it's different when you find it in the wild and it's all roughed up and weathered and you can't really tell what it is. I found a bunch of them on the train tracks. This one might be chert. Oh no, it's definitely an agate. And I found this in a rock bed in town, and I thought, it looks like the handle to a coffee cup. But then this end is tan, this end is gray, and it's got lines and texture in it, almost like wood or antler or something. But it's shiny, and it's got the sound of a rock. It doesn't sound like, you know, like ceramic kind of sound. It sounds like a rock. I have seen coffee cups where, you know, it kind of looks like wood or little pitchers or vases or something, but it's the texture on there, it looks like ceramic. Yeah, that's what it does, but it doesn't have that sound. I mean, it's probably just a piece of trash, but I thought it was interesting when I was walking past it. I picked it up, check it out. But the other thing too is I thought ceramic was going to be porous. And I look right here, I don't see the little like air bubbles or whatever. It looks like almost like sandstone at the end. Real fine sandstone. You can't make out any grains. Kind of looks like limestone on this side. It's just not that soft. Yeah, I can't scratch it. Next run to Lincoln and I'll grab some goodies for you. Oh, that'll be cool. Thank you. I thought bone and antler is also porous. Yeah, I think, I know bone is. I don't know about antler. It probably is. I'm not sure though. That's what I'm saying. I think one thing, but then I look at it and then, you know, it has, I don't know, it's just weird. I like weird stuff like that. What are y'all doing? Camping? Nope. I'm in my front yard. What are you doing? I always pick up the stuff that looks out of place too. Yeah, do that. I found this beautiful piece of wood on the train tracks. And it's not just regularly petrified. It's got some pyrite or hematite. It's got something that's making it real rusty, like maybe a secondary mineralization is going on. What is that? Can you eat it? It is a piece of wood that has turned to stone. I find a lot of my marbles that way. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I watched you do one of your marbles the other day. I find that process interesting. I've always wanted to do glass work or something along that lines. I've just never tried it. I think I might finish this one. I got this rib bone that I started. I need to finish it too. I got halfway done putting in the designs. Well, a little under half. I've always been fascinated with fire. When I was growing up, it got me in trouble a lot. Well, it's my outlet. Beyond awesome, even. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, my son was like that when he was younger. Thank goodness he never really did anything too bad. I mean, he played with matches and a lighter a couple, just a couple times, but thank goodness nothing ever happened. I wonder if this would work on there. Grab my other tip. 1 second. Yeah, I really enjoy working with this bone because you can get super nice crisp lines versus the rock or the wood. Let's see. I want to use this one. Try this one. I blew up a porta potty once. Oh my goodness. That's funny. I never blew one up. I tipped a couple over though. And yes, somebody was in there. Not every time, but one time there was somebody in there. Well, that was pretty shitty of you, Mr. Shit. Sorry, I had to do it. I couldn't resist. I've just been freehanding this one, putting in just little native type, similar type designs. You guys should be able to see them, huh? Rubbernecker, good to see you. How are you? I gotta go, sorry. Thank you, I appreciate you saying hi. Hope you have a great weekend. Oh, no. Hello, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, I can't see. Shades of Light, good to see you. How are you? Thank you. I'm doing great. How are you? I don't know if you guys have checked out each other's channels, but everybody in here, you guys all have great channels. This one's not doing what I want it to do. Let's see if this one will. I'm still learning all my different tips, like what all they're better for. I'm just using just a one tip, just a flat one, or not used all these different shapes and stuff. Oh yeah, see, you can get a really nice, it might not show on there. You can get a really nice, thin, crisp line in the bone. That's what I like. If my hand wasn't so shaky, I could make it straight. Where's my pencil at? Does anybody have anything planned for the weekend? You are so creative, my friend. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's it's enjoyable. It's therapeutic. Like your painting. Your painting is gorgeous. Matter of fact, that's what I want to make as a turtle. I keep forgetting. I want to make a turtle. What should I use? Yeah, I could make a little turtle out of that. Let me see. It'd be a little tiny guy. Yeah, I was in not shock, but I was amazed when I saw your painting. It's so beautiful. I don't like that. I have to look and see if maybe I can find something that's got a little turtle because I'm not good at freehand drawing. I can't draw it on there for some reason. I can use the Dremel and start making a turtle. It'll work out better, but I can't draw a turtle. I really enjoyed the carving rocks off, Ashton. You really have a talent. Oh, thank you, Alabama. I appreciate that. Chilling, it's too hot outside. Oh, it's beautiful here. It's, I don't know, probably 70, something like that. And we've been having rain almost all week long. And I'm so behind, like, on all my projects and my video, on everything from the rain. Ooh, I forgot my mask. So stinky stuff. I saw you guys had a new video out. I just didn't have any time last night when I got home to watch anything. It was 9 o'clock by the time I got home and got dinner ready and I was in bed. Probably for the next week, I'm going to be behind on everybody's videos, just so you know, if I don't come by this next week. That's why my husband's got a side job leveling the floor in this old house, you know, the old wood houses. And so we're going to be there for a while. I'm going to try this. Yesterday when I was there, I didn't take my laptop or my phone or anything, but tomorrow when we go back, I'm going to make sure to bring my stuff so I can work while I'm there. Because I'm helping him, but you know, I can't crawl into the house. I'm too claustrophobic. I would freak out. So I stay out from under the house and, you know, hand him stuff as he needs it or what have you. But I I'll have plenty of time. I could be getting some work done. You gotta get your beauty rest, for sure. Don't care if people watch my videos. It's not important, and my videos are complete poop anyway. I know you don't care, but I watch your videos, and I enjoy watching them. They're not complete poop. Matter of fact, I told my husband, I was like, you would love his channel. You and my husband have a lot of the same ideals and thought process. BC Mom, good to see you. How are you? Maybe love shout out. Maybe put this in the vise or something. I'm not getting my lines straight because I'm trying to hold it left-handed and I'm moving. I'm drilling with my right hand. Maybe if I put it in the vise to hold the bone while I do the drill. Have them give me a call and we'll collaborate. Yeah, for sure. He has a YouTube channel. He hasn't done much. He made like one of his first videos the other day. And because he hates these solicitation calls, and so he did one where he was calling them back and he won a free cruise, so he gave them their own spiel, and he wrote a little skit that he wrote out to tell them about how they could go on their free cruise, and they'll get to go see the great white sharks, and they'll provide the free chum, but they can't scream out loud and be scared and scare the other passengers, and they asked that you please just take it like a man and jump in the water with the sharks. But it's all free. It's your free cruise. He went on and on about it. It was hilarious. The lady ended up hanging up on him. That sounds like fun. Yeah. He's done he did that one. I think he did another one about the labels. The, like a chainsaw, when you buy a chainsaw, it'll have the label on there. And it says, don't speed break chain with your hand. And he was going on about that, about how obviously somebody had to have used their hand to speed break the chain on a chainsaw, or they wouldn't have had to put that warning label on there. And he's got a whole list that he went through of different products like chainsaws and laundry soap and wheelbarrows and all kinds of stuff with these crazy warnings that they had to put on there because obviously somebody did it. Alright, so I'm going to wait on this one. I need to put this one in the vise because I can't do it holding it in my left hand. I'm going to try one of these smaller ones. It'll be easier for me to hold. Got some more prep to make more arrowheads. Maybe that's what I'll do. I got these ready. I've got some more bone blanks ready too that I was going to do. some more different designs of arrowheads. I got a whole little bucket right here that I have prepped. I've got a bunch, but these ones are all nice and clean and ready to go. I'm just not... I don't want to make a bunch of arrowheads, but like a couple different versions. That'd be a good one. That one's nice and thin, too. I don't like that mass-produced stuff, so I don't like making the same thing over and over. My bag of goodies. No, got a roller in here somewhere. Yeah, that'll work. I've been trying to figure out to do with my little... Well, I thought I had one. Oh, here it is. I've got some little pieces of wood that I cut out too, and I was going to try and inlay like a piece of quartz in there. I'd cut out a little section there and gotten it ready, but I made some little squares and triangles and just real basic shapes. Just trying to come up with ideas. I just don't want to do jewelry. Everybody does jewelry. I don't want to do jewelry. Trying to think outside of the box isn't always as easy. Yeah, that's too small. Yeah, I don't know if you checked out Shades of Light's channel, Hobo, but you would probably like it. She does some really good some really good topics and talks that she does. I enjoy them. And of course, Alabama's got an awesome channel too. He finds the most amazing pieces of petrified wood. And they're not just petrified, they're crystallized, brilliant Alabama wood. Stunning. Oh, that's why I'm not getting the right angle. I was starting with a crooked line. Duh. This here. Here we go. Now I got a straight line. I don't like that design either. That's what I like about this bone. You can just wipe the pencil right off. Circle. really hard to draw a complete circle. You girl, good to see you. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. That might be too big. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here. I should be at the creek up on the mountain. Yeah, that'll work. Might go in a little further. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, there we go. Something with a different circle on it. Pencil out here. That might be too big. That's gonna be too big too. I did have some little, where it's like these, the thin plastic, and it's got a little square and a circle, and I don't know what I did with them. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but my OCD kicks in. It annoys the crap out of me when it's an oval when it's supposed to be a circle. Alright, that'll work. The other two. Probably get my circle with that. I would go get your package and open it now, but I want to make a video. I enjoy doing unboxing videos when people send stuff. Oh yeah, that looks good for my stop arms. Yeah, I wish I could point the camera down more so you guys could see, but it's a tablet, so if I lean it any more forward, it'll fall. I just used that tip that was on there and just put some stop lines in there when I go to cut it out. It helps using those stop lines in the bone to keep it from splintering and cracking off when you cut it, especially with these being bones that I found natural in the woods. They're more apt to break versus, you know, that manufactured bleach bone white stuff that they make. Matter of fact, my saw might cut that. I mean, I know the saw will do it. I just don't know if that blade will do it. Let's find out. It should. Not very thick. The doggy stole all my water. Oh man. I walked down to the creek and grabbed some water in my little jug here. I was going down the little incline and a stick came up from behind me and hit the back of my leg. I just knew I got bit by a snake. Scared the crap out of me. Thinking about learning how to making some tools from the bone. Like back in the day, they used to take the bone pieces like this and make needles, like sewing needles and hooks and different things out of them. I thought about trying to do something like that. Oh, this thing. Find a way I can hang the camera up here for now. Got that cut out. I'm going to go back in and clean it up. Just gouged out the big parts that I could get with the cutoff blade. Oh, I don't want to use this one. I've got the brown ones and the pink ones that it comes with, but I think they're for like metal or something. They don't really work on bone or wood. I need to get some of those blue ones. The other one. What happened there? I don't know what happened. It went off again. Did that earlier for some reason. if I like that shape or not. What I did with the last one, I drew the shape on there and then I started carving it out, but I'll modify it as I go. Oh, I broke the tip. No! I guess this one's gonna have square tip. I just had deja vu. Careful, I don't break that tip. decide what design to put on there. That's the fun part. I got a tick crawl on my leg. They're so bad this year. Nope. Okay. That's what I should be doing those. I'm going to figure out what type of actual blade, serrated edge that I want to put on there. Just Kenna, good to see you. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. There you go. Now you're a standard moderator and you can connect with other channels if you like. Everybody in the chat there, they all have really good channels for you to check out. Hold on. I'm going to use a sanding drum real quick. See if I can get my circle area better. Like a half a circle. I can't believe with all that rain we just had this last week that the creek is that low. I don't even hear it running behind me. Usually I can hear it trickling and running behind me. I have a premiere coming out Saturday, guys. It's the Brilliant Alabama wood. It's one you're not going to want to miss. Got some beautiful material to show you guys. I have one of the pieces of agatized wood that I was trying to carve a horse in, but I've been having problems with it. So I'd share it with you. I just want to be a little butt. It being that agatized wood, it is not easy to carve at all. Super hard material. If you mess up, it shows it. There's no trying to blend it in and fix it. And it shows every single flaw. Should be working on it. Come on. I learned from the last arrowhead that I made that I want to put my beveled edges on now, where it gives it that sharp blade look, and polish the bone now before I put any detail into it. I didn't know that with the first one I made. And I did all my details and then tried to do that, and it wanted to catch on my sanding pads and the polisher. What I'm doing right now is putting that angle on the edge right there, the beveled edge, see it? I could have cut it with the saw, but I like doing it with the Dremel. There we go. We got the bevel on both the sides now. It's too bad that little ear broke off, but that's okay. I just made the other one just like it and made it straight instead of a point. It's a cigarette, not a joint. Just in case anybody was wondering. Not that I'm opposed to it. Doesn't bother me, but it is a cigarette. Now, let's see. Straight line. Can you guys hear my radio that's on the porch? I hope I have it turned down enough. I've been trying to be really careful and make sure I have it turned down. My last line crooked. Alright, back to the cutoff blade. I wonder... Oh, I think if I get a saw, it'll make the lines too big. Not thin. Ew, look at this caterpillar. Ooh, was that one of them pokey ones? Look at this thing. Can't... Oh no, it's not the one with the hair on it. You know what I'm talking about? Those ones with the hairs on it and they'll sting the crap out of you. Yeah, I wonder if that's his eyes or his butt. It's probably his butt. You know, they have fake eyes on them. Where'd it go? There he is. Oh, I do see little hairs on it. Yep. He's moving slow. See the little white hairs on him? Man, he's pretty. Ew, colors. That's crazy how his butt looks like his face. Here's the definition of butt head. Dunch. That looks like a good pattern for my stuff. With that diamond and then all the little dots and lines around it. Are you alive, dude? I mean, you weren't there a while ago. Yeah, he's alive. I didn't want to touch him with my fingers, not with them little hairs. He's just sting the crap out of me. Alright, let's put you back in the tree. Or somewhere other than on my rock table. Oh, that is his face. Oh, 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 you're moving fast. Oh, come here, get back on the rock so I can put you over here. Come on. No, don't curl up. Go back on the rock. Here, pick him up with that. Come here. Hang on, dude. He went in the flower garden. He's got plenty to eat over there. Cut off blade. I was hoping my other package was going to come today. It said Friday. But then when I checked it again, now it says, excuse me, Wednesday. Changed on me.
undoing it. Follow me around. That's fucked up. You won't stop shitting and pissing on my fucking. I'm sorry, people.
Whew, that was almost my finger. Making my little notches down the side. Get those done. Everybody has a great and wonderful Friday. Red Bull Princess, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Friday and weekend. You have anything planned for this weekend? Let's try this one. I changed from the cutoff blade to the diamond tip burr. Let's see. I don't know if this one's gonna work what I want it for, but we'll try it and see. If not, then I'll change it to a different one. Negative. Don't ever buy these cheap electroplated diamond burrs. They suck. I'll use one of these. I think that'll work better. With the little round bulb at the end, little ball. Oh, I gotta get one of those keyless things. One of those keyless trucks. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. It's a perfect little circle in there. Water. Now make sure you keep plenty of water, just like with the rocks. The bone will burn. little circles in there. Now I have to decide if I want to make another little line in between these areas. I thought about maybe cutting out a wedge, but I don't know how that would look. Take out a little triangle piece in between each of the big sections. I'm going to draw one on here and see how it looks. And of course, I did it backwards. This. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh shit, I forgot to polish it. Might be able to get the top of that. I was supposed to polish it before I put in my little details so that it doesn't grab on the polishing pads. Help if I plugged it in. Turn my sander down. I'm trying not to burn it, but it burns really quickly. If you guys can see the dark marks on there, when you're sanding it and trying to polish it, it'll start to burn really fast, even if you're keeping it wet. So let's see if I can turn this down a notch. Oh yeah, I got it on 4. Let's put it on 2. What a day. I'm finished. Dishes washed. Yuck. I don't know how you do it all. I put just a super light polish on it. I didn't want it super, super shiny. I think I'm going to leave that like this. I like it that way. It shows the bone structure in there. That natural look. Inspector Gadget working away on our rock saw. Oh my god, that's excellent. Thank you. I like making them. Because you can, you make an arrowhead, but you're doing the design differently every time. But I don't want to make too many of them because I don't like, a bunch of reproductive stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one like that. And I leave that little bit of stuff on the back so that you know that it's bone. Because you can I saw online where you can buy these, things like this, little circles and squares, and it's bleach white, and it looks like it could be plastic for all I know. Unless you know exactly what bone looks and feels like, it could be anything. You're going to have a great table this year for a festival. I'm trying to like do a bunch of little things. Did you see my little beaver? It kind of looks like a seal, but I can't seem to get the eyes right. I think I made them too round. Then he found a perfect arrowhead monument. Oh yeah, I heard you talking about that somebody found an arrowhead. Matter of fact, you had picked up a piece not too long later, and you're like, that looks worked, but not sure. You sound like me. It looks great. Thank you. Those pieces of wood were freaking awesome. And since you've sent yours, I've been able to find more since I can compare it and look at that and then look at what I have. We won't or want. I think you mean won't from the sound of it. And this, I don't know what this stuff. I thought it was, I don't know, a type of chert, like the Navaculator or something, but then when I cut it open, it almost looks like an agate, uh, like petrified wood, like agatized wood inside. It's got white, like agate lines in there. It kind of looks like wood on there. Stuff looks different on camera versus real life. You see more shadows and stuff. It's easier to see things. Well, not. Yeah. I figured that's what you meant. That's the one that got hurt or was hurting or something. I wish people would come here and go rock hounding. I try and say it in my videos. Like, if anybody's ever in Arkansas, hit me up. But we have tags on the truck now, so I don't know when we can swing it, because I'm going to have to plan and try and save up for a trip to the crystal mines, because I think the other day when I was reading something about it, it's like $30 a person just to dig for crystals. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. This is gonna cost a tank of gas, I'm sure, to get there and back. Close to it. Not that I want to pay to dig for crystals, but I want to at least go one time just so I can see what it's like and that kind of stuff. It's gonna make a really good video. I know it's strange to see it on camera. It took a year for anyone to even ask me. The weather is beautiful here today. I'm just sitting here enjoying it. Should be down in the creek. Might go here in just a minute. Yeah, I thought you were doing the live last night. That's like last time I thought you were doing a live too. I kept checking the live and the videos and nothing ever came up. I don't know how I missed it because I was there until like 7:15 and I never saw premiere or live, or maybe I needed to refresh the window or something. I don't know, but no, I think I tried that. I thought you were doing the live again last night. I had my alarm set watching, waiting, and then I was like, duh, it's the premiere. Not last night, the time before that. But I did have my alarm set for one last night too. I just wasn't home. But I think we were supposed to go back over there for him to work tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I take my phone and my laptop and everything. I had a professor in Florida email me and wanted to get evidence in the impact crater to see if the meteorites made the petrified wood. It's palm. You've got some. Look for the vascular bunches, the dots. Oh yeah, the circles. But I thought the circles were in all the wood. But palm wood has, yeah, dots like that. That one kind of, no, maybe not. See, I thought that was, but I don't think it was. Yeah, I think that's the white stuff. The white stuff is usually the palm, like this one that I found. Probably can't see because of where the sun's at, but I thought see what's inside. On my 3rd gallon of acid. You're putting acid on the crystals? Has rings and palm has dots and lines. Yeah. I remember the little, it kind of reminded me like a quilted look with the dots, the way they went kind of in. Correct, white. I've got palm opal in with the vascular bunches and the dots. Oh, the opal filled it in, yeah. Oh, yeah, in your video, too, I do think those are limb casts that you're finding. I mean, I don't know much about it, but you were saying sea maggot, but yeah, they do kind of look like limb casts. Take one and cut it open. Or just cut the end, either cut it right in half or cut the end off. You can see inside and you'll be able to, that's what I do. All these rocks laying around here and I've got these little end pieces cut off everywhere so I can see what's in the rock. White, I've got palm, I've been thinking it looks like limb cast. Yeah, that's what you were saying in the video. It does look, I mean, I didn't get a great look at it and I don't know a lot, but it does look like it. The limb cast, it'll look like wood on the outside, but it doesn't look like wood on the inside. You're not going to get your fibrous and vascular dots and all that kind of stuff. And a limb cast can be filled with sandstone. I just read that the other day. And I think that's why some of these pieces, like this one I found, on the outside it looks like a piece of wood. It's got all this lines. Can't see anything because of the sun. It looked like it was a half a round piece of wood, so I trimmed off the end, and the inside's not completely solidified. So I think it's either a limb cast, because it kind of has this wood look on the outside and it's filled with sandstone, or it's partially solidified wood, where it's younger wood. It's not as old and didn't have as much time to have all the silica slip into it. You said that a while back, but I didn't see it. Oh, about the dots? Yep. Well, I wasn't thinking palmwood then. I was thinking Lepidodendron tree, because it kind of has that quilted look too, but it's got more of this kind of diamond pattern to it. It's like the hashtags, but at an angle to where they make a diamond. I've only found one piece of it so far. I found it right there, like 15 feet away. Yeah, I was thinking about adding something else to that, but I think I'm just going to leave that one like that. I start doing too much and then it looks funny because I overdid it. I'm going to grab my drink really fast. Sorry, I grabbed a cigarette while I was in there too. What was I was gonna say something, I forgot now. I cannot see the screen. I was thinking it was from the artesian spring, and that would be seam agate. Yeah, quilted pattern. I've got some really big piece, and it's unbelievable cleanup. Be back. Okay. Just be careful using the acid on your crystals. It'll etch the crystals. I mean, I'm sure you know all that, but just be careful. If you leave it in acid too long, it'll etch the crystals and make them cloudy and take away the shine and stuff. But like, I use the muriatic acid, and I put it in there and leave it like 10 minutes, then check it, and rinse, repeat, you know. I'm sure you know that. Hopefully I got that good of a circle free-handed. Usually it messes all up on me. Oh, I spoke too soon. Yeah, I'm going to do a live this Saturday with the Brilliant Wood. I mean, not a live, a premiere. Got that stuck in my head because you said it. This Saturday and next Saturday. I got part 1 and part 2 of the Brilliant Wood. I think I sent you a collab. I could do a teardrop. Maybe that'll work. I haven't found with root bundle. Oh, cool. Asteroid glass, like obsidian. Them dogs, how you doing? Good to see you. Obsidian is volcanic. This is blobs of melted earth when the asteroid strikes. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what I'm saying. It's like glass like that. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm trying to draw something on here that I can carve out of it, but I can't. Symmetry is so hard for me. Got that crap in my nose now. Bone. It's a waxy clump, and you can see where it landed on other things, and the straight angles. Oh, cool. I love stuff like that. Anything that's like weird or different or imperfect, like different angles and yeah, that stuff was so nice. I was sitting there watching it this morning with my coffee. I heard you say, I pick up all this stuff because I know somebody who really likes to make stuff. I was like, me. Like the old school TV ones, these things are not like the other. I can't wait for the live. It's starting to get a little warm out here. Well, that's something you don't see here every day. There's a Corvette going down the road. They definitely are traveling through. I tried something different today. Says I got 9 thumbs up. Instead of putting a title with like carving or wood or rock hounding and adding the description and the hashtags, I left it all blank. Because I've seen these other channels where they'll do a live and they have like 50,000 views and all this stuff, right? And they don't put any hashtags, they don't put a description, they leave it all blank. So I wanted to try it, see what would happen. Just experiment. I should be doing videos because I'm so behind, but I don't feel like being stuck in the house again today. I was stuck in the house all week from the rain. And then the last couple of days I hadn't been able to do anything out here because I went home. Dang, way too small. Fuck. I'm gonna be able to breathe all night now. I think I got it even that time. Put it back in here. I'll never put it in there. Not in there. Where'd it go? Holy cow, I'm losing it. big yellow. Oh, Jesus. Literally right here in front of me. This huge yellow container, and I could not see it. I was like, it's bright yellow. It was right there. Where'd it go? Oh, that's what I was going to tell you earlier. I forgot. What, did you find marble there? Because you had mentioned something about Alabama marble. We don't have marble here. We got that other stuff I've been carving. It looks like it, but it's not. Trying to practice doing all these small little lines because they're so hard to do. You mess up on the phone, it shows it really bad. I got those glasses on. just used the wrong tip. Let's see this one. He's going out of the line. frustrating. I'm just trying to do some little swirls, and I can't. It keeps jumping. I made one pass and outlined it, and then when I try to go over it to make it deeper and do more, it just constantly jumps out of those little lines, and I can't keep it in there. So then it's all scribbly looking. It's gotta be the tip that I'm using. It must be wrong. I tried 3 different ones. Let's see if this will fix this purpose. A little bit. I'm just moving it too fast. Capital C, Jules, good to see you. How are you? Sorry, I was concentrating. I didn't mean to ignore you there. You're live too? Aw. Well, I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. I always miss your lives because they're usually later when I'm in bed. The sun is blinding me in it too. It's so white. Like at the sun, I can't see anything. Frustrating. I'm basically like trying to do like scroll work, but I just can't keep the tip in the pre-existing line. It just wants to jump all over the place, even if I go really slow. And I mean, you saw I was concentrating. I didn't even answer the chat. I wasn't paying attention, and I still just cannot keep it in there. I'll have to think of something. Figure out what I can do to make it work. I'm not gonna sit there and burn through tips to try it. That was 3 or 4 already. It's not working. This was definitely wood too. I just grazed it a little bit with the saw right there so I could see in there. Alright, we're gonna try one of these tips right here. Maybe I can get it out of there. I need to go online and order one of the reducers, the colettes that fit these. It's like so good. I didn't think of that sooner. That one did much better. I was able to keep it down inside of the lines without it jumping. I gotta sand it down and fix some of it. I'm using other tips a while ago. I'll just leave it up. I'll use it again. I'll put that work on my beaver really good. Yeah, pretty straight for just eyeballing it. Surprised, usually it's all wobbly. Excuse me. I had to share this with you guys earlier. I found this one in the creek the other day. I don't know if it was a tool, but it looked very suspect-like. It doesn't look natural. I don't see any tool marks per se, but and it's not a chert. It's a mudstone or slate or something. I don't know. It's something. But it's not like a chert like a lot of the tools are made from. That was interesting. So I picked it up. I wanted to check it out more, but I can't really tell anything from it. What you looking for? Just digging? You hungry? Oh, Lord. Well, there's a bunch of stuff we haven't used yet because I don't have the other stuff that I used to make with it. You know what I mean? Like, that was interesting. I'm trying to find some sanding and polishing pads for my Dremel. Because trying to sand this stuff by hand is quite a pain in the butt. I've got little sanding drums, but I don't know what grit they are because it doesn't say. And of course, it didn't tell you. You know, it's just the little ones that they come with these. And it doesn't say inside what grit they are, which I can tell this one's like a 60 or something like that. It's real rough, but I'm going to try and find some that I can do a final polish with to be able to polish the stuff like that frog and the beaver. And I've been trying to polish them by hand and it doesn't get that good of a polish. Not time to paint the butt. I don't mind doing the work, it's just so time consuming. Oh yeah, that one is definitely a piece of wood. It's partially agatized too. There's still a little peak cut right there. It's beautiful red. I think this one is the I found the other day too. See the end? It's got that curve to it. Sound like a piece of wood though. You guys wouldn't believe these little, like, turritella type agates that I found. I tried polishing a couple of them, but they're so small to hand polish them, it's hard. Came out with a nice shine. They've got these beautiful shells and little crinoid shells and stuff in them. And I think that little guy might be a piece of wood too. A piece of agatized wood. Whatever it is, it's agatized. I'm just not sure if it's a piece of a fossil or a piece of wood that broke off. Those bands caught my eye, so I picked it up. See them all in there. Figured I'd throw it in the tumbler with my other little ones to make like gravel, pea gravel type stuff. I got a bunch of little baby ones like this that I've been tumbling. Little carnelian agates and little pieces of agatized wood and stuff. These them in there. I figured they'd be pretty like for a fish tank, or somebody makes beads and jewelry, stuff like that. And that guy with his little bands. Isn't that pretty? I thought about putting some holes in them for beads, but it wears through my tips too much to do it with the Dremel and the diamond tips. I actually need to get a drill bit to do the holes instead of doing it that way. See, just pretty little agates. That don't go in there. Thought I got all the media out of here, but I guess not. Anyway, the point was these ones right here with all the little fossils in them. Put them in with this. You see those little beautiful bands in there. I think this one's going to be wood. So, I started polishing it. I can't even hold it. It's trying to slip out of my hand. See? Perfect. We'll put these in here. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the live so I can go feed my dog and we'll start dinner. Appreciate everybody coming, hanging out. Like I said, I'll be busy this week, but then I'll make it a point to come by to everybody's channel because I probably won't have time, but I'm going to try to take my stuff with me so I can try and get some work done on there. Thank you, Alabama. Thank you, Loving Life. Thank you, My Hobby. Have a good one, Capital D. Red Bull Princess, thank you again. World 6 Miner. Have a good one, Hobo. Hope to see you guys all Saturday.